let's go ahead and add some more things to our web server. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to create a new route. All right, this is our base route. If someone were to just type in our 127.0.0.1, that would get them here. Okay, let's go ahead and add a new route, almost like adding a new web page. I'm going to hit app.route, very same thing I did before, and open and close parentheses, single quotations there, and then I'm going to type in hello. Perfect. And /. Now I'm going to pass in something called a variable. All right. And to do that, I have to do in the route here, I have to do the angle brackets, and I'm just going to type in user and close my angle brackets just like that. Perfect. Now what I want to do is I have to do my route function. Notice any function that I type underneath the route belongs to that route. So now I can do def, and I'm just going to do hello, open and close parentheses. In here though, I want to pass that variable, that user variable. So it'll be used inside of my function. That's all I'm doing right there. And if I want to make sure I put that colon in there. Now when I hit enter, I'm just going to do a return, and then we're going to say hello space and get outside there a plus, and we're going to use that variable now, and then another plus. This is called concatenation. By adding those, we're just adding on to the string, and now I can do exclamation. Perfect, just like that. And that's all we're going to do for that route. All right, the next thing that we want to do is come down here, and we are web wizards, guys. We control whatever our web server does and how it responds, so we can decide what IP it takes requests on. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to show you how to change the IP address of your web server. So the first thing that we want to do is, so we still get that debugger message coming up, I'm going to hit app.debug equals and then true, just like that. And then in here I'm going to take that statement out. Now I don't need it in there, but I am going to put in here host equals, and in single quotes I can put 0.0.0.0. That's just our local host, and I'm going to put this on port 80, so I have to close this off and comma, and then I'm just going to put in port equals and then just 80 because it's an integer. I don't have to put quotes. All right, just like that. Perfect. Now I'm going to go up to file and save, and you can also do a control S. That's a shortcut key. And let's open up our PowerShell again. I had that minimized at the bottom, and notice because it detected code changes, it went ahead and it restarted. Let's open up our web page. And now, because I changed the ports, watch what's going to happen when I hit refresh. Boom! It says the site can't be reached. The IP address refused to connect. That's because we changed it. So now, you'll most likely probably go ahead and do this 0.0.0.0, and because it's port 80, it will take, well, you'll probably do that too, I guess. And then if we hit enter, it'll be like the site can't be reached. That's because this is actually called the local host. So instead of typing in the IP, we can just type local host in there, and because it's port 80, we don't have, that's the default web port. Okay, all requests happen on 80 from the web, so we don't have to actually type that out. It just happens automatically. Now I can hit enter, and boom, it gets right to our base return, or our base URL, which is my dog likes chicken. All right, now what we can do is we can add on to this, and even verifies right there, that's our base URL. It says get our base route. All right, now watch this. It'll change by doing the /. I can just type in hello, and I'm going to type in a /, and I'm going to put my name. Looks like I already did that once. I'm going to hit enter. Boom. And now look at the get request. It says get hello /zoom, and when it passes that zoom variable in there, it says hello Zoom. Pretty cool, huh? And I can really change this up to anything that I want. If I put in Sally, just like that, it'll say hello Sally. And if I were to put in Greg, it would do the exact same thing. In fact, if I were to say something like, oops, if I were to say something like cat, it would put hello cat. All right, and you can see all the different requests that are happening on the back end. I love looking at this. It's so much cool information in here. It gives me the time and date, the IP address that it's requesting on. And oh, that's not even, I don't know why it's doing that. And it also, because I'm actually requesting, my IP address that I'm requesting from is 127.0.0.1. Okay, but I'm requesting from my server, which is on 0.0.0. How many did I do? 0.80. Okay, so this is just the requesting person's IP address, but it also says this 200 here. You're probably wondering what the 200. That just means success. That means it requested and I gave it a response. Everything worked out just smashingly. That's a little English term for you there. And so everything works good. All right, so go ahead, play around with it, see what you can put in here, have some fun, and we're going to make things a little bit more complicated in the next video. So I'll see you guys in the next video.